So what did we talk about today in the car that was really good that you want to share?
I don't know.
It was about your gratitude towards your broken leg. You were in your massage therapist and you told him that you were grateful that you broke your leg. Tell me about that.
Okay, so this morning I was getting a massage and he asked, "Is that a bruise?" I said, "No, it's a scar." "What from?" I said, "I broke my leg really bad." He goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I said, "Don't be sorry. It was a blessing in disguise." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "I'm grateful that I broke my leg." I go, "Even though it was really bad." He goes, "Well, how many surgeries did you have? Because you got a lot of scars." I go, 3. He goes, "How long ago was it?" I go, 18, 20 months ago. I said, "I've had 3 surgeries in 20 months. I said, all of which were for good reason." And he goes, "Well, what do you mean by blessing?" And I said, "It was a blessing because," I said, "the second I broke my leg and I laid my head down on the rock when I realized my leg was broken, in a split second, the first thing I did was thank God that he only broke my leg."
Why did you thank God that he only broke your leg?
Because I was super stressed out. I was getting really stressed out because everything was super busy. My schedule was full all the time. I was running like a banshee. Everything seemed super important to everybody, but I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So I was constantly frustrated. But it seemed like everybody wanted a piece of my time, so I was giving away all my time to kind of, in a way, like living somebody else's dream. In a way, it was like I was fulfilling what they need, my responsibilities and obligations, and what they wanted me to do, whoever they were, because they filled my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
However, I wasn't doing the things that were important to me and value-based to me, and it was really important to them, but I wasn't doing the things that were important to me. And because I care about people, it was important that I helped them or fulfilled my obligations or responsibilities or whatever I thought they wanted me to do. In the process of it, though, it really diluted, like, what was super important. I couldn't figure out what was really important to me and what was important. I mean, it was just so diluted. And I was having a hard time saying no. And I knew that the stress would lead to, like, I knew I was headed down a bad path. I knew that if I didn't make some changes over time, I would probably come down with some stress-related disease. Because you just can't live like that and be healthy. So when I remember that morning I was talking to somebody, and they said, "Your health isn't worth it. Look at your calendar, find the things that drain you, and get them off of your calendar." That morning before I went hiking, I was talking to Barry Slough, and I said, "How do you figure out what's important?" And he said, "You got to understand your core values. And then you look at your calendar and you figure out what's a life spring and what's a drain. Get the drains off of there. Your life, your health is worth it. Mm-hmm. You need to make a decision and eliminate the drains, the things that suck the life out of you."
So what did you do to create value from the experience of breaking your leg? Like, what changed for you? Why was it a good thing, looking back? What did you do different?
Yeah, because you know what? When I broke my leg, I was actually, like, that day I was actually kind of scared, thinking, how am I going to figure this out? Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to say no, you know? So once I broke my leg, it was easy to eliminate the drains, right? Mm-hmm. I only kept in my life what was super important. And it seemed so simple then.
So it almost gave you an excuse to get rid of it.
It was like so easy.
Yeah.
It was like I wiped out 90% of my schedule and I didn't even miss a beat. It was like, it was no big deal. And I thought, whoa, like my perception of what was important was so tainted and so messed up. Mm. And it was so easy after that. It didn't even bother me to say no, wipe it off my schedule. Nobody cared. Everybody was fine with it. You know, I just thought, oh my God, was it that easy? Took a broken leg to figure that one out. And because the day before it seemed hard. The day after it was like a no-brainer. And on that, being laid up like that, you know, it was non-weight bearing for 8 weeks. So I really didn't get to do much but lay there on the bed and stare at the ceiling, because every time I put my leg down, it hurt so bad I couldn't even see straight. So it was easier to just to lay there. In the process of that, I remember having some really good conversations with a couple people, and I kind of started a journey within. You know, it's like, really, what are my core values? What is my life all about? What's my life purpose? Why am I here? What's my value? What do I do that matters? And what do I really want to be? Mm-hmm. And that's what kind of came out of, like, the last 2 years. I've really discovered my purpose in life and been on this magnificent adventure. Although things creep in and want to keep me really busy, I've taken more control of my life and more control of my calendar, and I block off space that I want now, finally. I mean, shoot, I just did that 2 weeks ago after 20 months. And a lot of frustration again, because I'd see it get busy again, and I was like, no. I don't need to break my leg to figure this one out. But, you know, old habits are hard to break. You know, when you're raised, you know, be nice and fulfill responsibilities and obligations and do what you think people want you to do, rather than, you know, what I've realized is people just want me to be real happy. And when I'm happy, they're happy. And the only way to be happy is to do what's important to you. That's what brings out your potential. It's not even selfish. People go, oh, be selfish. It's not selfish. It's actually really giving. Because when you're your best, everybody's experiencing a part of you that they really want anyways. So it's not selfish at all.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's what was so cool about it, is there's so many times where people are like, take care of yourself. It's not selfish at all. What about being your best and being your potential is selfish, when that's what people really love.
Uh-huh.
That's what they love about you, you know? That's what they love about me, right? They always want to experience your best side. Well, when you're taking good care of yourself and you're following your heart and you're living your dreams and you're operating from your core values, it's actually a larger contribution. You're actually kind of living wide open rather than holding back. I'd say when you're not living your truth, you are being selfish. Mm-hmm. It's just the opposite.
Because you're withholding.
You're withholding. Your contribution's less. You know it. You're miserable from it. People, you know, aren't enjoying the experience of you as much because you're holding back. That's selfish.
Do you think a lot of people live out of obligation?
Oh, yeah, I hear it all the time. All the people that, well, that's what I think, you know, that they want me to be like that, you know. And I hear a lot of people say, of my parents, I wish my parents were proud of me. Every parent's proud of their kid. Like, I remember thinking that. I thought, well, of course your parents are proud of you. You're not proud of you. That's why you don't think they're proud of you. Of course, every parent's proud of their kid, no matter what they do. It's not until the kid gets proud of themselves that they figure out that the parent's proud of them. The parent's always been proud of them.
Because you can only see in others what you see in yourself.
What you see in yourself.
Right. And
so when you become proud of yourself, you all of a sudden go, oh, my parents are proud of me. Bullshit. They've always been proud of you.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Deena.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
That's it, Lanny Moore. Don't be selfish. That's my message. Or you might break your leg.